Namaste everyone. In the previous class, we discussed on probability and its related terminologies. In today's class, we shall discuss few more sums. First question. In the previous class, I completed 11 sums. So today I'll continue with 12th question. A bag contains 20 tickets numbered from 1 to 20. A ticket is drawn at random. What is the probability that the drawn ticket is? Subquestion A, a multiple of 3 or 7. Subquestion B, a multiple of 2 or 5. Solution. Since a bag contains 20 tickets, total number of cases is equal to 20. Subquestion A, multiple of 3 or 7. That is 3, 6, 7, 9, 12, 14, 15, 18. So we'll be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 numbers are multiple of 3 or 7. So P of getting a multiple of 3 or 7 is equal to 8 divided by 20, that is 2 by 5. Subquestion B, multiple of 2 or 5. We'll be getting 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. So the number of favorable cases will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So P of multiple of 2 or 5 is equal to 12 by 20. That is equal to 4 into 3, 4 into 5, 3 by 5. This is how you will be solving. Next question. 2 dice are thrown at once. What is the probability of getting face upwards with subquestion A, sum equal to 4 or 5, subquestion B, sum is multiple of 4 or 6. Solution. N of S is equal to 36. That is total number of cases. Subquestion A, we get sum equal to 4 or 5 in following cases. That is 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. So the number of favorable cases will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, the probability of getting sum of 4 or 5 is equal to 7 divided by 36. Subquestion B, sum is multiple of 4 or 6. We get sum equal to multiple of 4 or 6 in the following cases. That is 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 6, 6, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, 4, 4, then 6, 6, 1, 5, 5, 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 3. So therefore, probability of sum is multiple of 4 or 6 is equal to. So you can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then 12, 13, 14. So favorable cases will be 14. So 14 divided by 36, that is 2 into 7, 2 into 18. So 7 by 18. Next question. The probability that a doctor gets job in army is 1 by 2, and the probability that he will not get a job in navy is 2 by 5. If the probability of getting at least one job is 3 by 4, what is the probability that he will get both jobs? Solution. So let the event A be doctor gets job in army, and event B be doctor gets job in navy. So given the probability that a doctor gets job in army is 1 by 2, he will get a job in navy is 2 by 5. So P of A is equal to 1 by 2, and he will not get a job in navy is 2 by 5. So P of B complement, I'll take it as 2 by 5. So therefore P of B is equal to 1 minus P of B complement. So I'll be getting it as 1 minus 2 by 5. So 5 minus 2 by 5, that is equal to 3 by 5. So P of at least getting one job, getting at least one job, that is equal to P of A union B. So that is given, that is equal to 3 by 4. So the probability of getting at least one job is 3 by 4. So therefore it is P of A union B, that is equal to 3 by 4. Now P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. So you know all the values, 1 by 2 plus P of B is 3 by 5 minus P of A union B is 3 by 4. So that is equal to 10 plus 12 minus 15 by 20, that is equal to 7 by 20. So the probability that he will get both the jobs will be 7 by 20. Next question. A couple appears in an interview for 2 vacancies in the same post. The probability of husband selection is 1 by 7 and the probability of wife's selection is 1 by 5. What is the probability that sub-question A, both of them are selected, sub-question B, only one of them will be selected, sub-question C, none of them will be selected, sub-question D, wife only is selected? Solution. A is husband selected and B, even B, I'll consider it as wife selected. Then A dash, that is A complement, husband not selected, and B dash, that is B complement, wife not selected. P of A is given 1 by 7. So P of A complement is equal to 1 minus 1 by 7. 7 is the LCM, so 7 minus 1 by 7, I'll be getting 6 by 7. P of B is equal to 1 by 5. So P of B complement is equal to 1 minus 1 by 5, that is equal to 4 by 5. Subquestion A, both of them are selected. That is equal to P of A into P of B, that is equal to 1 by 7. P of A is 1 by 7. P of B is 1 by 5. That is equal to 1 by 35. Subquestion B, only one of them will be selected. So P of the probability of only one of them selected, that is equal to P of A into P of B complement. So husband selected, wife is not selected, or wife selected, husband is not selected. So plus P of B to P of A complement. So this is equal to 1 by 7 into P of B complement 4 by 5 plus P of B 1 by 5 into P of A complement 6 by 7. So you will be getting it as 4 by 35 plus 6 by 35, that is 10 by 35, that is equal to 2 by 7. 5 into 2, 5 into 7. C, none of them will be selected. So P of none of them will be selected. So that is equal to P of A complement into P of B complement, that is equal to 6 by 7 into P of B complement 4 by 5. So 24 by 7 into 5, 35. The last subquestion D, wife only is selected. So P of wife only is selected. So that is equal to, so husband is not selected, wife is selected. So husband is not selected. P of A complement. P of A complement into P of B. So that is equal to 6 by 7 into P of B is 1 by 5. So it is 6 by 35. Next question. Student A can solve 35% of the problems. Student B can answer 80% of the problem, and student C can answer 50% of the problem. Find the probability that the problem is solved if they try independently. Solution. Here I'll consider A as Consider A as A solves the problem. Event A as A solves the problem. So A complement is A will not solve the problem, and B as B solves the problem. So B complement, B will not solve the problem. Then C as C solves the problem. Then C complement is C will not solve. So P of A is given 35% of the problems will be solved by student A. So 35 by 100. So P of A complement is 1 minus P of A, that is 1 minus 35 by 100, that is equal to 65 by 100. Then P of B is equal to 80 by 100. So P of B complement, similarly it is 20 by 100. P of C is 50 by 100. So P of C complement will be 50 by 100. So now the probability of solving at least one of them, the probability of at least one of them solving the sum will be equal to 1 minus P of none of them solving. So therefore that is equal to 1 minus P of A not solving and B not solving and C not solving, that is 1 minus P of A not solving and B not solving and C not solving. So that is equal to 1 minus, it is 65 by 100 into 20 by 100 into 50 by 100. So that is equal to 1 minus, when you simplify this, so you'll be getting it as 13 by 200. So that is 200 minus 13 by 200. That is equal to 187 by 200. Yes. Next sum. Two cards are drawn one after the other from a pack of 52 playing cards. Find the probability that they are both ace if the first card is replaced. Second sub-question, not replaced. Solution: with replacement. Sub-question A, there are 52 cards, out of which 4 are ace. Therefore, probability of getting an ace in the first draw, probability of getting an ace in the first draw is equal to 4 divided by total 52. So number of favorable cases will be 4 and total number of cases will be 52. So 4 by 52. And probability of getting is in the second draw. Since the card is replaced, the number of cards remains the same. So therefore it is 4 by 52. Therefore, the probability of getting 2 A's is equal to A's in the first draw and A's in the second draw. That is equal to 4 by 52 into 4 by 52. That is equal to 1 by 13 into 1 by 13. That is 1 by 169. Subquestion B. Without replacement. So probability of getting an ace in the first draw is equal to 4 by 52. Probability of getting an ace in the second draw, that is equal to 3 by 51. So one card is drawn, therefore remaining cards will be 51. So one ace card is drawn, therefore the remaining ace cards will be 3. Therefore in the second draw the number of favorable cases will be 3 and the total number of cases will be 51. So the probability is 3 by 51. So therefore the probability of getting both A's is equal to A's in the first draw and A's in the second draw, that is 4 by 52 into 3 by 51. So that is 4 into 1, 13. So 3 into 1, this is 17. So that is 1 by 221. Next question. A box contains 8 white chalks and 9 pink chalks. 2 chalks are taken at random from the box. Find the probability that both of them are pink if, subquestion A, the 2 chalks are taken out together. Subquestion B, the chalks are taken one after the other without replacement. Subquestion C, the chalks are taken out one after the other with replacement. These questions will be asked for 3 marks. Solution. Subquestion A, taken together. So total number of cases is equal to 17C2. So total chalks is 17, 8 plus 9, 17. Out of 17, 2 chalks are taken. So 17C2 will be the total number of cases. The total ways of choosing 2 pink chalks from 9 pink chalks from 9, that is 9C2. So therefore the probability of choosing both pink is equal to 9C2 divided by 17C2. So that is equal to 9 into 8 by 2 divided by 17 into 16 by 2. So you'll be getting it as 2 cancels, 8 into 1, 8 into 2. So 9 by 34. Subquestion B, without replacement. Subquestion B, without replacement. So in this, the probability of first chalk being pink is 9 by 17. It is 9C1 by 17C1. So you'll be getting 9 by 17. So probability of second chalk being pink is 8 by 16. Because the pink chalk is taken, therefore you'll be left with 16 chalks. And one pink chalk is taken, so therefore here in this case the favorable cases will be 8. Total number of cases will be 16. Therefore probability of both pink is equal to 9 by 17 into 8 by 16. That is equal to 8 into 1, 8 into 2. So 9 by 34. Last subquestion, that is C, with replacement. So probability of first chalk being pink is 9 by 17. So the probability of second chalk being pink is again 9 by 17 because it is replaced. So therefore the probability of both pink is equal to 9 by 17 into 9 by 17, that is equal to 81 by 289. Yes. Next question. A card is drawn from a pack of 52 playing card. What is the probability that the card is king given that the card is red? So here we apply conditional probability. So let A is card is red, B is card is king. The probability of A is equal to card is red. So how many red cards we have? 26 by total 52. So it is 1 by 2. And probability of B, that is card is king. How many king cards we have? That is 4 divided by 52. That is 1 by 13. So 2 king cards of diamond and heart are red. So 2 king cards of diamond and heart are red. So therefore P of A intersection B is equal to 2 by 52, that is equal to 1 by 26. Therefore probability of, that is B given A, is equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of A. So P of A intersection B is 1 by 26 divided by P of A is 1 by 2. So that is 1 by 26 into 2, that is equal to 1 by 13. Next question. If a die is rolled twice, what is the probability of getting a sum of 8 when it is known that the first number is prime? So A is first number is prime and B sum is 8. So here 2, 3, 5 are prime numbers. So n of A is equal to 18. So first number is prime. So second number can be 1 to 6. So therefore 3 into 6. So totally it will be 18. So therefore P of A is equal to 18 by 36. That is equal to 1 by 2. And sum of 8 can be obtained in following cases. That is 2, 6, 6, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, 4, 4, 4. So therefore P of B is equal to 5 by 36. So, and we get a sum of 8 when the first number is prime in the following cases. So we get sum of 8 when first number is prime in the following cases. That is 2, 6, 3, 5, 5, 3. Therefore, P of A intersection B is equal to 3 divided by 36, that is equal to 1 by 12. So now we have to find out P of B when A is given. So you should find the probability of getting a sum of 8 when it is known that the first number is prime. So that is equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of A. So that is equal to 1 by 12 divided by 1 by 2. So that is equal to 1 by 6. Next question. If P of A is equal to 1 by 2, P of B is equal to 1 by 3, P of A union B is equal to 7 by 12, find P of B when A is given. So solution. So to find P of B when A is given, we should find P of A intersection B first. So P of A union B is known. So that is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. So P of A is given. So P of A is 1 by 2. So P of A is given, that is 1 by 2, and P of B is given, that is 1 by 3. And P of A union B is also given, that is 7 by 12. So now find out the LCM for 2, 3 and 12. So you'll be getting it as 2, 1, 2, 6. Then 3, 1, that is 2. Then 2, 1. So 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12. So 12 is the LCM. So 2 into 6, 3 into 4, 12 into 1. So it is 6 plus 4 minus 7. So 10 minus 7, that is 3 divided by 12. So that is 1 by 4. So now, therefore, P of B when A is given is equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of A. So P of A intersection B is 1 by 4 divided by P of A is 1 by 2. So 1 by 4 into 2 by 1. So answer is 1 by 2. Yes. Next sum. A committee of 4 has to be selected from 9 boys and 6 girls. What is the probability that the committee contains 2 boys and 2 girls? The solution. So total number of selections is equal to 15, that is 9 plus 6 is 15, C 4. So you have 9 boys and 6 girls. 6 girls. So 2 boys to be selected and here 2 girls. So therefore the probability of selecting 2 boys and 2 girls is equal to, so the number of selections will be 9C2 into out of 6, 2. So it is 6C2. So 9C2 into 6C2 divided by total 15C4. So this is 9 into 8 by 2 into this is 6 into 5 by 2. So divided by, so 15C4. So that is 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 divided by, so you can just cancel 15 minus 4, 11 factorial is got cancelled. So 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So you can simplify this. So when you simplify this, all this, you will be getting 36 by 91. Next question. In the letters of the word Ram Leela are arranged in random. If the letters of the word Ram Leela are arranged in random, what is the probability that it begins with REEL? Solution. That is, there are two A's repeated, two A's and two L's, and total letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total you have 8. So therefore n of s I'll consider it as 8 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So that is equal to 8 factorial. I can write it as 8 into 7 factorial divided by 2 into 2 into 2. So that is 8. So 7 factorial. So let A is the word begins with REEL. So when you consider REEL, so the left out letters is AM, so LA. So N of A will be, so this is fixed, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial. Here A is repeated. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 factorial. So this is fixed since it begins with REEL. So we'll arrange only this AM, LA. 4 factorial divided by A is repeated twice, so 2 factorial. So that is equal to 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 2. So that is 12. So therefore, the probability that the word begins with real. So that is equal to N of A by N of S. That is 12 divided by 7 factorial. So it is 7 into 6 into 5 into, you can find out the value, 3 into 2 into 1. So the solution you get it as 12 is a 12. So 1 by 420. So is a 30, 32 is a 60, 60 into 7, 420. So next sum. From 8 gentlemen and 7 ladies, a committee of 5 is to be formed. What is the probability that this committee consists of? Subquestion A, exactly 2 ladies. Subquestion B, at least 3 gentlemen. Subquestion C, at most 2 ladies. Solution. N of S is equal to 15 C5. That is equal to 3003. You can find out this value. Subquestion A, let the event A be exactly 2 ladies. Okay, so the committee consists of exactly 2 ladies. So out of 8 men, 7 ladies, you are selecting 3 men, 2 ladies. So therefore, number of selections will be 8C3 into 7C2, that is 56 into 21, that is 1176. Therefore, the probability of A is equal to 1176 divided by 3003. So probability of selecting exactly 2 ladies. The next is at least 3 gentlemen. Let B be the committee consists of at least 3 gentlemen. So 8 men, 7 ladies. So if 3 men are selected, require 2. So at least 3. Then I can take 4. So then 1. Then I can take 5 men, 0 ladies. So further I can't take because the committee consists of 5 members. So therefore the number of selections will be 8C3 into 7C2. So this 8C3 into 7C2, then 8C4 into 7C1, then 8C5 into 7C0. So that is equal to 56 into 21, that is equal to 1176. 8C4, 70 into 7, that is equal to 490. And this 56 into 1, that is equal to 56. So add all this, I will be getting total number of selections as 1722. So therefore, the probability of B, that is forming a committee so that the committee consists at least 3 gentlemen, that is equal to 1722 divided by 3003. Last subquestion C, let C be at most 2 ladies. So again same way, 8 men, 7 ladies. So this 3 men, 2 ladies, at most 2. So 2, 1, 0. So 4 men, 1 lady, 5 men, 0 ladies. So same number of selections. So it is same calculation. There is no change. So it is 8C3 into 7C2, then 8C4 into 7C1, then 8C5 into 7C0. Same calculation. So you can just write down the values directly. 1176, 490, 56. So answer is 1722. So the probability of C, that is equal to 1722 divided by 3003. Yes. Next question. probability that Anirudh solves the given problem is 1 by 2, and probability that Akansh solves the given problem is 1 by 4 if the problem is independently tried by them. What is the probability that sub-question A, the problem is solved, sub-question B, both of them solve the problem, sub-question C, Anirudh alone solves the problem, sub-question D, Akansh alone solves the problem, sub-question E, both do not solve the problem. So here the solution A is Anirudh solves the problem. B is Akansh solves the problem. P of A is given 1 by 2. P of B is given 1 by 4. So P of A complement is 1 minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. So B of B complement, that is 1 minus 1 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 4. Sub-question A, the problem is solved. The probability of the problem is solved. So that is equal to 1 minus P of none of them solved. So therefore that is equal to 1 minus P of A complement into P of B complement, that is 1 minus 1 by 2 into 3 by 4, that is equal to 1 minus 3 by 8, that is equal to 5 by 8. Same way B, probability of both of them solves the problem. So that is equal to P of A into P of B, that is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. So please check this values and write down carefully. 1 by 2 into 1 by 4, that is equal to 1 by 8. C, probability of Anirudh alone solves. So that is P of A into P of B complement. So that is equal to 1 by 2 into 3 by 4. 1 by 2 into 3 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 8. Sub-question D, probability of Akansh alone solves. So that is equal to P of A complement into P of B. So that is 1 by 2 into P of B is 1 by 4, that is equal to 1 by 8. The last sub-question, probability of both do not solve, that is P of A complement into P of B complement, that is 1 by 2 into 3 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 8. Yes. Next sub question. Two persons A and B climb a hill. The probability that A climbs the hill is 1 by 6 and that B climbs the hill is 1 by 4. What is the probability that, sub-question A, both of them climb the hill? Sub-question B, only one of them will climb the hill. Sub-question C, none of them will climb the hill. Sub-question D, only A will climb the hill. Sub-question E, only B climbs the hill. So here, the probability of A climb the hill is 1/6. So I'll consider it as the probability of A climbing the hill. I'll take it as probability of A climbing the hill, that is equal to 1/6. And probability of B climbing the hill, I'll consider it as P of B, that is equal to 1/4. So P of A complement is 1 minus 1/6. I'll be getting 5/6. P of B complement is 1 minus 1/4. I'll be getting 3/4. Sub-question A, probability of both of them climb the hill is equal to P of A into P of B, that is equal to 1/6 into 1/4, 1/24. Then sub-question B, P of only one of them will climb the hill, that is equal to P of A into P of B complement. If A climbs, B will not climb, or B climbs, A will not climb. So P of A complement into P of B. So that is equal to 1/6 into 3/4 plus 5/6 into 1/4. So your answer is 3/24 plus 5/24, 8/24, that is equal to 1/3. Sub-question C, probability of none of them will climb the hill, that is P of A complement into P of B complement, that is equal to 5/6 into 3/4. So 3 into 1, 3 into 2, that is equal to 5/8. Sub-question D, P of only, sub-question D, only A will climb, only A. So that is equal to P of A into P of B complement, that is 1/6 into 3/4, that is equal to, even the 3 2s are 1/8. And sub-question E, P of only B will climb the hill, only B climbs. So that is equal to P of A complement into P of B. So that is 5/6 into 1/4, that is 5/24. Yes. The next question. The probability that India win a cricket test against Australia is 1/3. If India and Australia play 3 tests, what is the probability that, sub-question A, India will lose all the 3 matches, sub-question B, India will win all the 3 matches, sub-question C, India will win at least 1 match, sub-question D, India will win exactly 2 matches. Solution. So the probability of India win a cricket test is 1/3. So P of W, I'll take it as 1/3. And probability of losing, I'll take it as 1 minus P of W, that is equal to 1 minus 1/3, 2/3. Sub-question A, the probability of India will lose all the 3 matches. That is equal to probability L, P of L, P of L. All the 3 matches it loses. So it is P of L into P of L into P of L. So it is 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. Oh, 8 by 27. So sub question B, the probability of India will win all the 3 matches. India will win all the 3 matches. Then it will be P of W, P of W, P of W. So it is winning. So 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 3. It is 1 by 27. Sub question C. Sub question C. India will win at least one match. So India will win at least one match. So it can win one match or 2 matches or 3 matches. So the probability of India will win at least, so the probability of India will win at least one match. At least one match. So it can be one match, it can be 2 matches, it can be 3 matches. So that is equal to, so it can win all the matches, or so it can win, when it can win 2 matches, it is 3 into PW, PW, PL. 3 into, same way, if it is one match, P of W into P of L into P of L. So it write down here once all. What are the combinations? WWW, WWL, WLW, LWW, WLL, LWL, LLW. So you can see here, so P of W into P of W into P of W plus 3 into P of W into P of W into P of L. So it is these 3, then plus 3 into P of W into P of L into P of L. So these 3. Okay. So therefore we are considered as the product. So now that is equal to 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 plus 3 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 plus 3 into 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. So that is 1 by 27 plus 6 by 27 plus 12 by 27, that is equal to 19 by 27. Same way D, probability of India will win exactly 2 matches. Exactly 2 matches. So that is equal to 3 into P of W into P of W into P of L. So I can take it as 3 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 into 2 by 3. That is equal to 2 by 9. So next sum. A box contains 5 defective and 15 non-defective bulbs. 2 bulbs are chosen at random. Find the probability that both the bulbs are non-defective. Solution. So n of s is equal to 20C2. So total 20 bulbs. So out of 20, 2 bulbs are chosen. So choosing 2 non-defective bulbs out of 15 bulbs is equal to 15C2. So therefore the probability of both bulbs are non-defective is equal to 15C2 divided by 20C2, that is 15 into 14 by 2 divided by 20 into 19 by 2. So you can just cancel this and simplify. 5 into 3, 5 into 3, 5 into 4. So then again 7 to 7 to 2. So you'll be getting it as 21 by 38. So next sum. Seven persons are to be seated in a row. Find the probability that 2 particular persons sit next to each other. So 7 persons, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7. So any 2 persons, particular persons sit next to each other. So 2 particular persons sit next to each other. So total arrangements will be equal to 7 factorial. So that is 5040. So number of arrangements in which 2 persons sit next to each other, that is equal to 6 factorial into 2 factorial. So this you should consider as 1 unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So wherever these 2 persons are sitting, they are sitting together. Therefore this is considered as 1 unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 factorial into these people can be again shuffled in 2 factorial ways. So that is 6 factorial into 2 factorial, 720 into 2, that is 1440. Therefore, the probability of 2 persons sit together is equal to 1440 divided by 5040. So 0 cancels. So it is 72 into 2, 72 into 7. So it is 2 by 7. So next sum. If P of A is equal to 2 by 5, P of B is equal to 1 by 5. Find P of A union B if A and B are independent events. P of A union B is given as P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So since A and B are independent events, P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. So therefore, P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A into P of B. That is equal to 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5 minus 2 by 5 into 1 by 5. So that is 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5 minus 2 by 25. So LCM is 25. So 5 into 5. So 10 plus 5 minus 2, that is equal to 13 by 25. We have completed almost 30 questions. So similar questions you can try. Thank you.